How do you know Jeffrey?
Let me
wrap this into two things. How do you know Jeffrey, and like, what was he like in high school? What do you remember about him?
Okay.
Good morning, it's day 2. We have 2 hikes today, a hike this morning and then a hike in the afternoon to go look at some waterfalls. Should be a slightly easier day. We were all freaking exhausted yesterday. I think everybody slept like a rock. I didn't wake up once, which I think is a first for camping. I don't think I've ever slept a night in a tent that I didn't wake up at least once. But we're gonna have a more chill hiking day today, and then tomorrow we're going walking on the glacier.
I'm on this trip because I like to do fun things and I don't like to plan them. And so when Elizabeth asked if I wanted to do this, I couldn't say no. What were you most nervous about?
Oh, she didn't read the itinerary.
My anticipation for this trip was just highly on not only knowing that we were going to do fun things, but I didn't really read the itinerary. I just knew I wanted to be here and I was going to have fun no matter what we did. So I've had a lot of fun at the meetings each night as they explain to us what we're doing the next day.
There's a 2 kilometers steepness and 300 elevation gain in 2 kilometers. So it's gonna be steep at the beginning, but after that it's gonna be fine. All right.
And it's short.
Yeah, it's really short. Like
it's gonna be easier than yesterday.
We came on this trip because I have always wanted to come to Banff specifically. It was a bucket list item for me for a very long time. And so I know Jeffrey from high school.
What was he like in high school? What do you remember about him?
We know Jeffrey because we went to high school with him many years ago.
Go Bulldogs. My experience with Jeffrey in high school, like the thing that comes to mind the most is him being the drum major of our very successful marching band. Marching cool. Bulldog Pride?
Golden
Bulldog. I have no idea. The Golden Bulldog Marching Band. That's it. And just the energy he had and the awards that he won for being like the most entertaining drum major. And just knowing that he was a lot of fun. And so we've kept up with him over the years.
And now we're best friends with 18 of his other best friends.
Yeah, we're best friends.
Yeah.
We're almost to the top. We're almost to the Hoodoos. This is a Hoodoo trail. That's the name of it, I think. A Hoodoo is a rock formation. If you've been to Bryce Canyon in southern Utah, those are Hoodoos. This hike was a lot steeper than we expected. We were told that today was going to be substantially easier than yesterday. Fake news. Natalie, is it true?
It was supposed to be really easy today and not as bad as yesterday.
And what's your opinion?
It's pretty steep.
Pretty steep.
It's pretty steep.
I see some cool Hoodoos up there though, so.
It'll be worth it.
I think it'll be worth it. I gotta put this camera away so I can breathe. What about the second day hike? How did everyone do, not only you?
All right. So the second day hike, we went to the Hoodoos. That hike was incredibly difficult, at least for me.
Mm.
'Cause only because there's drop-offs and I'm a little bit afraid of heights. So we went to the Hoodoos. That hike was incredibly difficult, at least for me. Only because there's drop-offs and I'm a little bit afraid of heights. And so there was a few times where I was leaning onto the mountain, just maybe crawling up a little bit, but it was incredible. I mean, just to be up that far into the sky and see those beautiful trees. There is some artwork that just has all these different trees and they're slightly different colors. And it was the first time when I look out across this mountain, I'm like, that's where they get the artwork from, is this picture right here where it's just gorgeous.
I didn't think I was afraid of heights until we got to the very tippy top. And I thought, oh, this is a great picture. I went to go take a picture and I was like, oh, that may have been a bad idea, because I looked down and it was a straight drop. So it was really high. But there's things that you wouldn't be able to see from driving across the road or even from the base of the mountain. It's a whole nother world up there. So it's exciting to go and adventure and see what the mountain itself has to offer.
I'm on this trip because I really wanted to push myself physically, mentally. I lost 30 pounds last year, and I knew that a year ago I could not have done the things I did this trip.
We all made it. Pretty cool.
Oh, this could be the best thing that I'll ever know.
Yeah, it's funny because we thought that the hike was just, you know, a couple hundred feet uphill in the beginning, and then it was supposed to flatten out, and that didn't quite go that way. It kind of was like up and up and up. And yes, it was beautiful, but I just felt so accomplished at the end of it. And even though the down is the hardest part for me, it felt really short and manageable because the group did a really great thing and put all the slow hikers first, and they led the group, and then it was like no big deal because we just took our time. Our guides really are able to accommodate our trip to what we need it to be, because we were supposed to do 2 hikes that day and that just wasn't going to work. So then we went to a lake and I jumped in with all my clothes on, which I've never done before in my life, but I love swimming and I was really hot, and who cares at this point? I'll jump in a lake with all my clothes on.
3, 2, 1,
des chargeurs de charge électriques dans le sol de la Colombie-Britannique.
All right, we just got back to camp. It was a great day, gorgeous hike. Much harder than we were expecting. Much harder than we were led to believe, but it was still cool. We went and saw the Hoodoos. Those are those pinnacle-like rock structures. If you've been to Bryce Canyon in southern Utah, that's what those are there. It's same thing. But we did it. Everyone got to the top. It was really challenging for some people, and everyone powered through. Every single person got to the top. It was a good day. We went to a lake, an awesome glacial lake. Got to go for a quick swim. The water was so cold because it's come straight off of the glacier, but it felt so good. Then we made a quick pit stop, got some snacks, drinks and things, and now we're just back at camp. I'm gonna take a shower. We're all gonna have dinner, and I think we're all pooped again, so probably gonna be an early night. But tomorrow we're going to the glacier. We are going on an ice walk. We are walking to the glacier, on the glacier, not to the glacier, on the glacier. I've never been on a glacier before, so pretty stoked. Want to watch another video? Click here. Want to learn more about my upcoming trips? Click here. Want to subscribe and like all my videos and turn those bell notifications on?